Well, hello internets, here we are. Made her to Calgary, Alberta, as you see by the road footage. That's the biggest city I've driven in what's it been, 3-4 years now? Maybe longer than that. It might be closer to 7. Whenever the 2019 road trip was, I come through here. Traffic was good, traffic was normal, big city traffic. I have no issues because while I'm comfortable, you pick your speed. As long as you're not impeding traffic, then everything is good, right? Got to the Cummins place that I ordered my Webasto heater in for the cargo trailer project. Of course, it's just a box. I will empty or open it up when I get home. It feels heavy, so I'm pretty sure it's in there. I go there, and even though I called at the end of January, and the guy on the phone assured me that it would be here for today, February 10th, like 2 weeks, they still didn't have it in their system. I have no idea if they thought it was a joke or a misorder, because who orders a gas Webasto in the trucking industry, right? Every truck place that I've called, tried, visited, especially the ones home and the ones that I've called around the area, can't even get in a gas one. So these guys were the only option. So maybe they thought it was a joke or a misship or something like that. So one of the guys, could have been management or something, got out of his nice warm comfy office, went out back into a storage truck or something, and storage trailer or something, and came back with it about 20 minutes later. It was cold, so obviously it wasn't in the parts room. So yeah, it was nice that he went above and beyond to go out there and get it, because, you know, I probably could have paid for it than had it shipped back home, but then that's kind of a wasted trip up here kind of a thing, right? And then, of course, I go to pay, and they don't accept cash. What kind of business does not accept legal Canadian tender cash money, right? And I guess they don't trust their employees with cash on hand, I guess, or maybe this is the big city of Calgary, Alberta, and they don't want to get robbed for $1,500 in cash. I suppose, being the Cummins dealer like this, they're probably used to, you know, $10, $15, $20, $30,000 bills for engine transmission. So, you know, I guess you don't want to have that large amount of cash on hand. So we had to go talk to the general manager or shop manager or whoever there, and I guess get special clearance. Not occasion, I guess it is a special occasion, but get special clearance to do this kind of transaction with paperwork and witnesses and all that. So, well, here we are now. Now I got my Webasto. That's the next leg in the journey. Now I need to pick up a couple of batteries, handful of wires, a couple of switches, battery charger, maybe a light fixture, and a fuel tank of some kind, and basically we are good to go. I look forward to next winter's or next fall and early spring and potentially winter's adventures. I don't really enjoy being out there in the cold, especially when it's minus 45 Celsius. That's not too much fun at all. But hey, it is what it is, right? Great Canadian winter road trip 2025, and it's starting to wrap up probably in the next few hours. So I got one more stop to make in the great city of Calgary, Alberta. We'll see how I feel after that, and around we roll.